All right, it's open house day. Jessica and I are hosting the open house, so she is going to just be on standby if people come by, and I'm going to walk us through this one. But we're at 35087 Nightingale in Winchester, and this is a big one. This is 3,829 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms.
2 bedrooms downstairs and a full bathroom and a half downstairs too.
So this is a house for like a really big family. There was somebody coming through the open house a minute ago. I didn't stop and count them, but there was like, I don't know, half dozen people in that particular family.
And then the other people had eight people that they're looking to house, and so this house would be perfect for that.
All right, so I'll flip it around and I'll just start shooting the open house and go from there.
Okay, enjoy the tour.
Okay, I'm back. And kind of a funny thing on this video, we still had the 2 mics on after we shot the intro, and once Chris went back to work on this video, we realized we had to do some voiceover. So we are going to bounce between me fixing a few things and the original video. This home is in a neighborhood called Vista del Valle, and it's part of the Dutch village. This is commonly known as the French Valley area of Winchester. It's right near the Murrieta border, and this home actually is in the Murrieta School District, and Chris is going to talk about that more in a minute.
But another interesting thing on this particular neighborhood is we have Murrieta Schools. Winchester has Temecula Schools in a lot of parts of it, but this particular neighborhood is Murrieta Schools, and we're from Murrieta, so I always tell people that Murrieta Schools in my book are equivalent, comparable. We have, 3 high schools in both Murrieta and Temecula, and they're both all rated 9 in both cities. Great Oak, actually, I think they've actually come down, but that's the one that's been a 10 out of 10 on great schools for a long time. So people are always talking about Temecula schools, but again, in my mind, they're equivalent. So like we said out front, this is 3,829 square feet. So it's very big, 6 bedrooms, 4.5. And here's a big, what would be a formal sitting area, and then a dining room, and there's actually another spot for a dining room or something you'll see in a second. We have plantation shutters on these windows, which is always great. We have fireplace, little media nook, more plantation shutters. And then this is a really big family room. I'm probably picking up your audio.
Okay, can turn that off.
And maybe your clickety-clacketing.
You don't want to hear my country music?
It's good audio. No, So what are you saying about this kitchen? Is this like our kitchen at our house?
Yes, yeah, it is. We have the same, I call it the half moon here. But yeah, they've got this sink in the island here, which is great. So if you're doing dishes and they're cooking along the side of it, it's social and open here to the family room. Walk-in pantry is behind you, and 2 ovens, which is great. And then a couple little additional areas. So desk over here next to the side, which is great. And then this little flex room over here. And a lot of people have been trying to decide what to do with this room here. And I thought this would be a great office nook off of the kitchen, but you already have the desk here, so you may or may not need that. But even like some built-in desks and additional cabinets, I think would be great, similar to what we have in our house, but this one's bigger. Or kids' play area, so you could hide all of the toys. I feel like that would be great. Or my other idea, I've always wanted a butler pantry where, just an extended pantry with a countertop. Maybe you could put coffee, some extra, small appliances in there. So I thought this would be a great butler's pantry too.
I like the kid room. With the kid stuff, that would be really good. Or the office. So what's Pulte call that? The Pulte Planning Center? And those, so we saw those in Spencer's Crossing years ago.
Yeah, those are still popular ever since COVID, right around COVID and after, with everybody working from home. Like some of the builders, like Pulte has like their own proprietary Pulte Planning Center that they've been including in a lot of homes, and a lot of times they're located right off the kitchen or right off the living area. Instead of going to some faraway room to the office, you can just have it, you know, close to the kitchen, close to where everything's at.
So 2 ovens, 2 compartment sink, because, and I do a lot of dishes. And I actually like to have 2 sinks instead of the big sinks. That's just me, dishwashing expert.
Yeah, I actually prefer that too. Everybody has their opinion on it, but with the single basin, because I've had both, I just feel like the dishes are not very sturdy and everything's always tipping over.
Okay, so maybe you've said that, which is why I said that.
Yeah, not that you would know from your own personal dishwashing experience.
All right, let's move on. This video is getting kind of long. So like we keep saying, 6 bedrooms, and we have 1.5 down here. So all the multi-generational, the huge families that we're talking about, this could be really good. So multi-gen situation, we have it all the way down here at the end of this hallway, separated from everything, so it almost feels like a next gen. Laundry room. And we do have a 3-car garage. We don't always show garages, but maybe I'll pop out there real quick just because people do like a garage, and a 3-car garage is pretty nice to have. And then a powder room for just right off the family room and the formal dining room if you do it like that. Your laundry room has a sink, which is nice. And then here's your 3-car garage. Giving away some stuff. Let's see. Here's your water heater. It's a big water heater. Look at that. 73.7 gallons. Is that right? I'll have to double check that. Maybe I'll put a graphic with what that is. Have this nice wood railing. When you're buying new construction, they often charge upgrades for all that stuff. We call that Romeo and Juliet, or the politician balcony. You could look off and say something to people. So we come up to this big loft. And we did virtual staging on our listing where we showed the room as it currently sits. And then we had virtual staging with furniture put here. Definitely, you could have multiple couches and chairs over there. Our virtual staging shot throws a pool table in there. So that's cool. And again, the plantation shutters up here too. Let's see how we look out the windows right now. Sometimes hard to look out a window on a video. Looks like we're pre-wired too. It's nice. For all your media, TV needs. It's just a really big loft. Some cabinets straight ahead. A really big master bedroom. Plantation shutters. Tall ceiling. I think that's a 9-foot ceiling. More cabinets here. Usually I'm trying to keep myself out of videos, but I guess I'm doing this video, so yep, probably just pop into the mirror. Soaking tub. So this was built in 2005. So we're basically 20 years old now, but it's really good condition. These sellers took a lot of pride in keeping it in good condition. Big closet, attic access right above me there. We have carpet upstairs. It could probably use some new carpet, but it's in good shape for being original. but that'll be one thing to think about for the next owner. This closet's got a window. Jessica always likes a window in a closet. I like a window that you can kind of see what's going on out front. And then this one has an ensuite. And then a 3/4. Sounds like we got some people. So maybe I'll finish up this video
Hi.
here. Oh, I didn't go outside.
How you guys doing?
So I'll finish the video outside.
Good. Get you a flyer here.
Got a big lot.
Jessica here again. You probably heard the open house people coming in a second ago. Here is more voiceover to finish out this video. Chris was just about done with the bedrooms upstairs, and then we will finish in the backyard. Okay, here we are in the backyard. This is a big lot with 8,276 square feet. Our listing description pretty much nails it by saying the private and spacious backyard offers plenty of possibilities to entertain guests, just relax, or even build your dream pool. We have friends from Bobby's Baseball that have a backyard just like this with a retaining wall and a bit of a slope. They carved into the hill with the pool, making a water feature wall with waterfalls, and it also serves as a jumping off point for the kids. It sounds kind of dangerous, but it is pretty awesome. Chris is pointing out the fountain, which is nice, and he was showing us the palm trees too a second ago. He really likes this yard, which is why he shot so much footage back here and is waving his hand around so much. Actually, he was saying the same thing I did about the baseball friends and the retaining wall. Here is a good spot for a spa if you do not take on the big project of putting in a pool. It really is a big lot though. Like I said, even the side yards are spacious. New construction homes often have the city or county minimums on the side. We see just 5 feet on the sides quite a bit. Oops, there's an open house guy in the shot. Chris is going to show us the other side real quick before we wrap it up.
I just had to get out of the way of those people in the backyard, so I thought I'd come in here for the sign off. So Jessica says goodbye. She's actually going to another appointment, and I'm going to be doing the open house now. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.